Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's action video. The reason why this is action video is because not only are we going to walk around this car and check some of the great stuff that's on it, we're going to go for a ride in it. And we're going to see it roll down the road. You're going to hear it roll through the gears and things like that. And I got to tell you, if you want a smile on your face, a car like this, the way it sounds with this much power, is off the hook. So let's take a look at some things. You know, this car started life as a Chevelle Convertible, Super Sport, 396, 4-speed, 12-bolt, all that stuff. You know, nothing says muscle car better than a beautiful mirror finish garnet red paint, parchment white interior, white convertible top, stick shift in your hand, mother of God, this thing. Rock and rolls. Anyway, come on up here. I want to talk to you a little bit about paint for a second, because this right here is where it all starts. Does the car shine right? Can you go to a car show? Can you see this right here? Can you see the reflections of the lights above? This is what it should look like. You should be able to read every single word along there. You should be able to see what time it is and the guy's watch who's taking the pictures from you. You're on the internet, you're looking at these cars, and they all look shiny and beautiful in pictures. Let me just tell you something, they are not. I buy cars all the time, and when the cars arrive here, the pictures are very different than the video, and then we bring them to that level where you'd be happy with both, okay? You could take this car to a car show, pull up, and I have to tell you, once we started for you, it sounds so good. And not to mention, you know, it's a big block 4-speed convertible. Just saying, I'm just saying. Anyway, let's take a peek under the hood and let's see what all the rumble's about. All right, you ready? Never mind, you guys aren't ready. Go. Yeah, no, yeah, all right, let's just check it out. All right, check out the detail in here. Beautifully done. We finished up the engine compartment in here, painted, detailed, and things like that. And the reason we do all that stuff is so that when you go to a car show, you can open up the hood, okay? Even if you don't want to go to a car show, when your friends see the car, somebody wants to go for a ride, whatever, because of the way this car sounds and the power that it makes, they're gonna eventually want to see under the hood, and they're gonna want to see what all the rumble's about. Look how beautifully detailed it is. Come on around for a second. Ceramic coated headers, fresh steering box, power steering, power disc brakes. Some of the things that you forget to ask about when you're buying a classic car is, does the car have disc brakes? Disc brakes are a great convenience. Radial tires, although not authentic to these cars, make the drive 50% better. So you have your choice of whether you want to be super authentic and take it to a car show, or if you want a little better driving, you go with the radial. Your choice, we can handle either ones here. But I wanted you to see the detail in here so you can see that when you do open the hood, it's just like, we call this, I guess, the money shot. And the money shot says, wow, there's all the money. Horns are in here, they're all working. Turn signals are working, high beams are working, marker lights are working. The reason I say all this stuff is because a lot of times these cars come here and those things are not working. And we spend a lot of time and money to get them to that place so that when you get the car, we've changed the oil, all the lights are working, we've checked all the fluids, the shifter works properly, the brakes stop the car, the lights work. Those are the things that are important to you, and those are the things that you're getting when you get a car from us, not to mention the free enclosed shipping too, which is included in the offered price. Huh? All right, let's check out, you know what, we're gonna open the trunk, but I want you to see, you got Super Sport tips, you got new re-chromed bumpers, you got new taillight bezels, chrome trim, emblems, great looking paint. Check out this here, nice. Detailed in here, wet sanded, correct decals, new mat, trunk is splatter coat painted like it's supposed to be and then clear coated on top of it so it doesn't get rusty and ugly. New weather stripping in here. All the little detail stuff that makes a difference. I love a Parchment interior. So a couple little things. So if you wanted to, this is a pretty easy car because it's already a 4-speed and down here, not a column shift car. If you wanted to put bucket seats in that, we could do that for you here. We're able to do that and then put the console in. Not a big deal, we do it all the time. The one thing I do also like about this car, it does have full factory gauges, including the tachometer in here, temperature gauge, volt and oil pressure instead of just lights. 120 mile-an-hour speedometer. And the one last thing that I might do is I might consider, because we're keeping this car looking stock, is I might take this digital sound system, CD, AM, FM, you know, iPod player, and move it into the glove box, okay? And then just put the stock radio in here and the car looks all stock inside, but you still got great tunes. 3-spoke steering wheel, it's real wood, real stainless spokes, and like all the windows roll up, you know, and like the footwell lighting, you turn stuff on, stuff works. Like even little stuff like the blower works, dash lights, all this stuff in here. You say, well, what's the big deal about that? Well, the big deal is that these cars don't come here that way. You know, 9 times out of 10, nothing works in the car. The people tell you that it works, and it really doesn't, and I just tell you that that's not the way it works. So what we do is we try to make sure that the seat belts that we know are bolted to the floor properly. Can you imagine how many times we found seat belts just laying on the back seat there that were never actually bolted down? You know, we're making sure that those kinds of things, the safety stuff, is done for you. The blower works, so you get some heat in this car, because in the wintertime, I still want you to drive these cars, man. This car does not need to stay home during the winter. This car doesn't need to go out in the snow or the salty road, but it's always going to be, it's not always going to be ugly roads and a miserable driving condition. Power top, power steering, which we talked about, power disc brakes, which you can't really see or know about right now, but I got to tell you, it does make a big difference when you're rolling down the road, okay? Anyway, more importantly, I talked about the sound and the performance of the car. I'd really like to start up for you so you can hear what it sounds like. I mean, snappy, listen. Rawr. You know, in closing up the video, we're talking about a muscle car, and muscle cars come in all forms and flavors, but let me just run down the list for you real quick and kind of check off a couple of the things that you might require in your muscle car. Great looking paint, check. White interior, offset that beautiful red paint, check. New white convertible top with matching boot. Power too? Oh, okay, I'll check that off also. Disc brakes, yeah, check it off. Oh, you got power disc brakes, check. Power steering, check. 12-bolt rear, check. All those things are done. All those things are part of the muscle car here. Well, I'd love to get factory gauges in my dash, including a tach and all this other stuff. Oh, this has it too? This has it also? Check. Done. What you've done here now is you've checked off yourself a great muscle car that you can drive down the road. You can enjoy cruising after work on a Friday. You can take it to the drag strip if you wanted to. You can take it to the beach just for a cruise. This is one of those cars that does so many different things, puts a smile on your face. I smile just talking about it when I'm talking about this car, because it sounds and drives so great. Anyway, call us 301-816-1000. Find a way to get you this 69 Chevelle Super Sport convertible.